Hey everyone, it's More Crafts and Mom back for another video.
Hi everybody.
So I have a little Micheals yarn and craft haul. I went to Micheals today. I needed to get some fabric, and Paula, I got your fabric. It's the same one. I got a yard of it, so I'm gonna make your bag. Plus non-yarny stuff that I got. I wanted two 5mm hooks, the Susan Bates hooks, but they were completely out of them. But I did need two 8mm hooks. I love Susan Bates hooks. I do have another 2mm or 8mm hook, but they don't have the ergonomical handle on them, and that's what I like about them. So I want to make some 2-strand double crochet blankets for pet mats using some like magic cakes that I have down at Graham's. And then I also want to do that here. I want to use 2 strands of yarn for a blanket here at Mom's. So I got a yarn haul. I got variegated yarn. Do I need variegated yarn? Absolutely not. Do I love variegated yarn? Yes. I don't know if these will be enough to make Timothy's out of, but if they're not, I don't remember how much yarn I used to make a Timothy. So I got, try to figure this out. Color. Some of them, so like I said, I went to Micheals and they had all of the yarn, a buy one, get one 50% off. So I don't even remember how many skeins I got, but after I just wrote all of my yarn yesterday. I wrote all of my yarn yesterday into batter cakes. Took me like 5 or 6 hours to do that. But I got 2 of these ones, and these are 187 yards, 3.5 ounces, 171 meters, 100 grams. It's the number 4, 100% acrylic. This color is called Glacier Multi, and I got 2 of those. And then I got one of this one here, same specs. This is Sage Multi. I got one of these ones, and this one says Peacock Stripes, but this is not Peacock Stripes. So I got this one here. This is Orchid Multi. And then this one here is called Terracotta Stripes. So pretty. Reminds me of sunsets. I got this one here, and this one is Teal Mint Stripe. Very pretty. I got this one here, and this one is Apricot Multi. And I didn't mean to get a lot of duplicates, but I got 2 of these ones here. And this is Unicorn Stripe. I love this one here. So this one does not have a name, but it is number 13047. But it is a fleck yarn. It's this really pretty light minty blue color with a lot of different specks in it. A lot of colored specks in it. So I really like that one. And then I got a bunch of solid colors. So the first ones I grabbed was these 2 lime green. This is jasmine green. And I got them because I love this color green. And I've been hoarding a lot of this color. But I got 2 of them. The other 2 skeins were really messed up. And then I got some different shades of red. I'm always on the hunt for red, and I finally got some different shades. This dark shade is called Claret. And I do have another Claret, but this one is more on the red side than the purple side. So I got that one. I got this Vibrant Red, and this is Red Hot. And then the other red, I got 3 different reds. And then this one is called Cherry. And then I got 4 colors that I want to make a sweater out of. And I'm going to have to add some too because I don't think I got enough. I know I didn't get enough. So I want to make either a sweater out of it, or maybe if I can find a sweater that goes back and forth, like a cardigan that goes back and forth, rather than a granny hexy cardigan. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of tired. Grandma woke me up at like 11 o'clock this morning, and I am having a hard time staying awake, so I apologize. But I want my cardigan to be blues and pinks. Don't ask me why, but I really like that color combination. So I got this really pretty blue. It's called Bright Blue Sky. So this one, and then I'm just gonna take these out, guys. I only got 4 left. Oops. And then I got this blue here, and this is Aruba blue. So these, I got impeccable yarn, which is all of them. But this one is the same. This one has 285 yards, 4.5 ounces, 260 meters, and 127.5 grams. Number 4, 100% acrylic. This one is Aruba blue. And then I got this one here. And this one is clear blue. And then the last one I got is Arbor Rose. So I do have a lot of pinks and blues here. And I'm just going to add to it. But I really like those 4 colors together. So this is like the scheme. But yeah, so that's I didn't get nearly as much as I wanted to because I was with my grandmother and she was like, I got some yarn and she was like, don't you think you have enough? And I'm like, I really want some more. And she's like, we went looking for my hooks, or then we went looking for my fabric. And that place was freaking nuts today. There was boxes everywhere, carts everywhere. Like, there was people everywhere, and then there was a woman that had 2 young children. She had a little boy, he was in the cart. And then there was a little girl, and she was laying on the floor and in the middle of all of them boxes and stuff, and her grandmother was looking for yarn and her mom was looking for more yarn, and I'm like, put your freaking kid in the cart. I mean, she was probably 2 or 3 years old, and there was boxes everywhere, and like, and she was in the same area we were, and then there was a lady pushing another lady in a wheelchair, and she kept getting stuck in places because the boxes were everywhere. It was a freaking nightmare. And I have to say that it used to be like that. Well, they must have just got a shipment in. And they did have some big twist yarn, but there was no label on how much the yarn was. So I asked the lady how much yarn was, and she checked it. It was $4.49, which is I think what Joann's was. And so I didn't get no big twist. they didn't have a very big selection of Big Twists. And if they would have had the reds, I would have gotten the reds. And if they would have had slime, I would have gotten slime. But they really didn't. So I'm happy with what I got. If I can't make a Timothy, I'm gonna try to make a Timothy. I haven't made a Timothy in a while, and I miss it. But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have enough yarn to do a Timothy with that yarn. I'm not sure how much it calls for. I guess one of these days I'm gonna have to make a Timothy, get it to like where I start stuffing it, weigh the actual body, and go from there as how many ounces it is, and see if I do have enough. Because I looked at a lot of patterns like on Ravelry, how much yardage people use, and I just don't know. I'm afraid to try it with the variegated yarn, like the smallest skeins of these, because there's only 187 yards in them, I think is what it said. Yeah, there's only 187 yards with the variegated. Now, the reason why I like using variegated for Timothy's is because then I don't have to change the color with the stripes. So, yeah. What's that color? This is apricot multi. Oh. It is very windy here. It is very dark here. It is very overcast today. When me and Grandma and Pap were gone, there was sprinkles a lot, like 4 times on the window. So just a very Mom. And Pap had the heat on. And Pap had the heat on in the truck. So I was tired before I even left. Well, I know you were. But I think I'm gonna drink an energy drink that has like 300 milligrams of caffeine because I definitely need a pick me up. Yeah, because you went to bed early last night. And I went to bed last night at like 8:30. I went to bed at 8:30. Of course, I didn't go in and fall right to sleep. I was reading for like a half hour. When I looked at the last time I looked at the clock before I closed my eyes was 9 o'clock. And then I got up at, I think I got up at 2 o'clock this morning and went to the bathroom. So I slept all that time and then I got up to go to the bathroom. And then Graham called me this morning to go to the Dollar General to get my papa charger for his phone. Well, I go down, she's here, and she's like, well, do you need anything at the Dollar General? Because your pop's phone is 94% charged. I said, no, I don't really need anything. I said, but I can go with you. So we went to the post office and got her stamps. And then we came back home. I put my load of laundry in. And then came upstairs and was talking to Mom. And I said to Mom, I really wish Grandma would take me to Micheals today. Well, Mom asked her, and she said, me and Papa and Nola will be up to get you in a little bit. I'm like, okay. So then we went, and then when I got back home, before I came upstairs, I put my clothes in the dryer. And that's where they're at now, is in the dryer. And our dryer takes a fit sometimes, so I'm probably gonna have to go down, put another $1 in to wash our clothes. Right. Or the dryer to dry our clothes. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye, everybody.